Hello, everyone, and welcome to Chamber Chatter. I'm your host, Meryia Currie-Michaud, and today's episode is brought to you by our sponsors, Aroma Joe's and Maine Technology Group. Today, I'm with Nikki. She is part of 211, which you're going to tell us a little bit about today, right?
I am, yeah. So 211 at its most basic is a free and confidential helpline.
Okay.
We help people find those local resources that help them stay healthy, safe, and independent. So think anything from heating assistance to transportation. It could be food pantries or mental health or substance use resources. All of those different resources we help people find.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Covers a lot, actually. I didn't realize you guys offered so much to the community.
Yeah, so it's a statewide program. It's an initiative of United Way. And yep, we're available 24/7 across the state.
No kidding. All right. So if somebody wanted to reach out, are they literally just dialing 211 or how's that work?
So there are a few different access points. We try to be as accessible to as many people as possible because, again, we're statewide. We try to help everyone and anyone because you never know really when you're going to need help.
Right.
So people can dial 211 and they'll automatically connect to a live person here in Maine on the other end of the line any time of day or night.
Wow.
So I love to highlight that because so often people assume, because it's so easy, that they'll get outsourced or they'll get a machine. But we have a contact center based here in Maine that's available 24/7.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, so it's funny. Our specialists have told me that in the past they've actually had people, when they answer the call, say, well, what's the weather in Maine? Like they try to kind of dig into it, and our specialists are right here.
You can't blame them, though.
No.
And it's one of those things that's really needed because it just seems like, you know, nothing seems to go wrong right at the perfect time, right? It might be in the middle of the night.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Well, I'm one of those people, when I call, you know, a bank or a store, I hit 0 every time because I want to talk to a person.
Guilty.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So our contact center, again, you can call 211 or you can text with our specialists. So you can text a Maine zip code to the number 898-211 and you automatically connect to those same specialists here in Maine 24/7.
Wow, I didn't realize that either.
Yeah, so I get really excited about the text option because we realized we were making a lot of assumptions about calling. That's still primarily how people reach out to us to ask for help, either for themselves or it could be for someone else. But we were assuming that, they were in a safe place to vocalize their need, that they were comfortable doing so. They had a pen and paper to write down the information we give them, that they're writing it down accurately. I mean, I know I'm notorious for writing something down and then losing it.
Absolutely.
So having text as an option has just been another, how can we be as accessible to as many people? So that's been another access point for us.
Yeah. Makes sense, too, because I guess until you started saying it, I also assumed subconsciously everybody's safe and has access to whatever they need in that moment when they're calling you, but maybe that's not the case.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and it's a really nice, discreet way to ask for help.
Yeah.
I mean, I've used it professionally, too. I'll be in a meeting and someone will say, I don't think that there's a place to get hearing aids in Jackman, Maine. I'm like, well, what's the zip code in Jackman? And I'll have that conversation right there with a 211 specialist. And I'll be like, oh, actually, here are 5 different resources.
That's so cool. Okay, so what's that text line again?
Right, so you can text a Maine zip code, so whatever zip code you're looking for help in, to the number 898-211.
Okay.
And then people can also go online. So we have an online directory at 211maine, spelled out, .org. So 211maine.org. You can search the directory yourself if you have an idea of kind of what you're looking for. We always, though, encourage people that if for whatever reason they can't find something or they're having any trouble to call or text with us.
To reach out anyway.
Yeah.
There might be some resource or something still.
Well, I know, most of my career has been in public health or health and human services. And we love to use jargon and speak in acronyms and, PCP at one table means something totally different at another.
Yes.
But so for us, to me, the importance of the specialist being available whenever someone's ready to ask for help, it's to have that conversation, that back and forth, that I don't know what exactly I need help with, what it's called, but here's my situation.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Yeah, and I think another important part of the program is that it's totally confidential.
Yeah, that's a big
and
deal.
free. Yeah, so a lot of people, there's a lot of stigma around asking for help.
I feel like people don't for that reason. So
Yeah.
it's really unfortunate that people would suffer when they don't need to.
Yeah.
Because there's so many great resources out there, and 211 can point them in that direction. So.
Absolutely. I mean, we're not trying to duplicate any of the wonderful organizations or resources that already exist in Maine.
Yep.
We're just trying to help people find them. So yeah, we're, again, totally confidential. And we have I think I said this before, but a lot of people reach out on behalf of someone else. So it could be if you're concerned about a coworker, it could be.
No, you didn't mention that.
Well, it could be for someone that, a neighbor. If you're a case manager, it could be for an individual you work with. It could be for an aging parent if you are trying to find them help. I mean, we get calls, across that spectrum.
Very nice. Well, it's wonderful to know that there's such a resource available to us, and in so many great ways. I really do love the texting features for all the reasons that you mentioned. All right, so I've been asking everybody because I'm hearing it a lot. Are you guys hiring? Is there a need? Volunteerism? What do you guys need to help be successful?
Yeah, so again, like I said, we keep this program as local as possible. So our contact center based here in Maine, we are always hiring for contact specialists. So you can go to 211maine.org and we can help you find those resources. We partner with the Opportunity Alliance to hire those specialists. So they're a wonderful organization, community action agency in Maine. And we also work in really close partnership with the state so they can help direct as well.
Awesome. Well, Nikki, thank you so much for sharing all of this with us and our audience, and for everything you do in the community. We're on some committees together, so I see you a little more than just now. I definitely appreciate it. I appreciate the education. I didn't know really a lot of those things that you just shared, so I'm sure our audience appreciates it as well. Thank you, Nikki, and thank you everyone for tuning into Chamber Chatter. Don't forget our hosts, or I should say our sponsors. I'm the host, but it's been that kind of day. Aroma Joe's and Maine Technology Group. Thank you all for tuning in. Take care.